There's a concept that they talk about imposter syndrome, right? They say imposter syndrome. For me, I think imposter syndrome occurs when we are trying to do things the way that we've been told we should do them, rather than the way that naturally comes to us, right? Because of because oftentimes, number one, you need to know what you're doing, right? You need to know what you're doing. You need to know what you're talking about, and there's a confidence that comes when you do the work. But oftentimes, after you've done the work, that imposter syndrome sets in because you're imitating the people who are in your lane or in your profession or in your field, right? And then you start feeling uncomfortable, like something about this doesn't really fit me, right? We see this example in David. David came to the battlefield, and the challenge was Goliath. And he said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine?" Right? This guy shouldn't be able. Who's this guy that's talking about God? Let's take him out. And they said, "Okay, if you're up to the challenge, let's put on the armor. Let's put on the helmet. Let's put on all of this, the things that we are naturally accustomed to." But meanwhile, these were the people who were scared of Goliath. And so David, they put on the armor, they put on the helmet, they put on all of these things. And David said, "These things don't fit me. I haven't tested them. I'm not used to doing it the way that you guys do it. I'm going to rely on what I'm used to because I've seen God's evidence in my life. I've seen God give me victory when I was doing it the way that I was doing it. So why would I now change to do it your way when your way is clearly not working?" And God wants us to have a confidence in the gifts, in the desires, in the dislikes, in the personality, in the views, in the perception that He's given to us, because He's given those things to us for a reason. Now, of course, there are, societal customs, best practices, laws, regulations, all of these things. The Bible says wisdom is the principal thing. But fundamentally, God wants us to tap into who He has created us to be. And it's my prayer that God continues to give each and every one of you and myself wisdom on how to do this. I pray that God continues to open our eyes to give us clarity. I pray that God continues to speak to us. I pray that God continues to strengthen us, that He continues to equip each and every one of us and helps us to walk out what He has entrusted to us. I pray that God prospers His plans in our lives. I pray He prospers His words over our lives. I pray He prospers us, not just for ourselves, but for the benefits of others as well.